So I'm a little weirded out. I don't know how the sound alerts went off during the starting sequence. That shouldn't happen. That's not supposed to happen. It's kind of weird. Oh well, whatever. Starting off strong, right? I'm just kind of like, that is weird. Because the way it's supposed to work, is well, it's not even testing it. It's just not supposed to work like that. So like, whenever I have the starting screen up, I have like certain layers that are put onto the stream, and all it is a text line, the background, and that's it. Those are the only assets that are on that layer. So if someone were to redeem stuff, like if someone were to subscribe or follow during the opening sequence, that stuff doesn't play until I get onto this layer, to this screen or the scene, whatever. And then anything that's queued up will start playing. So why did that play? That's so weird. Okay, don't worry, chat. I'm still looking at stuff. Yeah, there's like nothing on there. Starting soon, the text line, and the background. So I wonder how that played. Anyway, what is up, everyone? This is Coffee with Soul. I'm your host. We're gonna chat. We're gonna talk. Let me queue up that initial 10. We're gonna see if we can get ourselves the mount from the Throne of the Four Winds. We'll talk housing. We'll talk about how we're doing, and of course, if you guys have been doing the farming, as we're wrapping up this last full week, or heck, this last raid week, basically, of the Collector's Bounty event. Hey, let me know if you've been getting anything cool, or if you're starting to be met with tragedy because you might have expended the rest of your lockouts for the week, and that's it. You just ran out of chances, because that's kind of what happened for me yesterday with the Necrotic Wake mount. There are some level 70s I think I can try to do it with, and I should be fine. Like that's not a big deal. It's like raids that would just take a while to do, and maybe we'll circle back and do those, but at least for now I'll just move on. So we'll start from the top, and we'll do the Throne of the Four Winds stuff. I think I did it once on my main yesterday, and like that was it. So I'm gonna start off with this guy, and then I'll just go down the list while we just chill, talk, and hang out and talk smack, whatever. Let me say hi to people. Let's see, we're starting off with Demonic Gamer. You're the first person to say hi. You get a point. Congratulations. What's up to also to, why is it looking all funny? What is up to Arumus and Peter, to Grim and Arcadius, to Mortem and Warfef, Dragon and Skater, and to Bamgal, and to the rest of the beautiful digital spawn faces who can join us throughout the day. Hope everyone's doing all right. Let me see. Is my thing loaded? It's not loaded. Hold on. We'll get there. We'll get there. Yay, it works now. Okay. Cool. Now I feel comfy. What's up to Mortem again, I think. What's up to Dude Ahead and Chungus and Thews. Last week was absolutely nothing. Last night, though, finally, after years, full ellipses, too. Congrats on Ashes, though. Yay! Nihilotha moved back to Mob, so now I have to do intro quest to unlock it, correct? I believe so. What else was chat saying? Thoughts on Lightsmith for Prot with a new tier set? It's okay. It's a cool passive. Like, it's not a gameplay kind of changing thing unless you really want to lean hard on the 2-set bonus, which would make you want to roll hard for crit, but I don't think that's going to be beneficial. At the start, when they first introduced the tier sets, like this is in a way earlier build, it was OP. I was like, okay, this is gonna get nerfed, and then it did. And so, so otherwise, I'm happy with the set. I'm happy with the set. It leans pretty well into Lightsmith sort of gameplay for me, at least, because I'm encouraged to to fire off my ability, whatever it's called, a bunch of times. So I'm cool with that. Let's see. I got the Master of the Time-Wise mount today, and now for the drops are breaking me up, so maybe over the weekend. Oh, that's rough. Just got done the Zoth mount. Nice. And you got them all. That's cool. That's cool. So congrats to folks who have been able to complete like the whole shebanger. That's pretty sweet. All right, so something heroic 25 go. All right. You got 2 from Dragon Soul. Hopefully never to do Deathwing again. Really only want Invincible and Gmod, but still others will be icing on the cake. I've gotten about 20 so far. Nice. I'm still at what, like 19? If I can break 20, that would feel cool. I'll feel accomplished. But in fairness, I also did have quite a few mounts beforehand too. You know, one of the, you know, like the heavy hitters that folks have been wanting. I'd say at the top of my head, Invincible, Gmod, the Memoron's head. What else? Jaina mount. Well, okay, that I got during the thing. But a lot of these I had, you know, from years ago, which is cool. I started with all but 9, and I've gotten them with the event. Nice. I just feel that secondary stat scaling on the new gear will pass. Will get crit with high enough to make it a non-issue. I still spec pretty hard into crit with my build, because at first I was like, okay, I want to try a crit pally, because I've always wanted to be a crit pally, and it's never worked out. This has been the closest to it working out. This is the closest I've ever gotten to being like, oh, okay, I'm pretty happy. So I've been crit pretty much the entire expansion. For me, versatility is like a sin. I you know, it's a weird thing to avoid, but I avoid versatility, so it's mostly haste and crit, and then whatever mastery I'm forced to have. And like, that's it. That's it, baby. Random question: what profession do you think is best to get into for beginners? I would say gathering professions, Doug. So, and it sort of depends on your class too, but not really. So, gathering. Herbalism, mining, skinning. I would start with those, because if you haven't, because they're not exactly professions necessarily, they're just gathering professions, but it'll give you the space to be like, oh, okay, you know, at least I'm doing something while I think about, you know, maybe I can pick up a profession eventually, because I'm interested in this and that. So if you feel like you want to choose something sooner than later, choose a gathering profession, because you could always switch up. You could always switch up and pivot to something else if you want to. That's my general tip when asked that question. Let's see, Green's been getting mostly Transmog, rough. It's been a good event, so yeah, it's been a great event. I hope they think of a good, responsible schedule to bring this back on a you know, on a cadence that feels good. You know, not too often, not too spread apart. But as an intro, this turned out pretty good. And nope, that's the name of a sword. And there's a lot of loot. Good God, and none of it I want. Okay, let's go. Finally, you're back from Frothy Monkey. Okay, cool. Do I want them ground? Whole beans, dude. Whole beans, please. Thank you. That sounds fun. So, the one I really want doesn't drop. Ah, that sucks, Peter. Damn. Not really part of Collector's Bounty, but I got Time Lost. Nice. Very nice. Versus Heresy. Yeah, it's all crit and whatnot. Okay, so the other mount that I'll be going for is oh shit, I can just pull it up. It's gonna be Freehold. That'll be the last one. So I'll hearth this guy for now, knowing that he's going to yeet off somewhere else later on. All right. Thought we had 2 more weeks. Nah. This is it. So this is the last week of Collector's Bounty as well as the Goblin Emissary. OMG, 5 ads in a row? 5 ads in a row. That shouldn't be it. Or that shouldn't be a thing. How many, who was that? Summer Drake, how, did you see like how long those ads were? Like the total time? Because I kind of control that. So let me see what's going on there. 15 seconds. Okay, that ain't so bad. Because I run a yeah, you're not seeing anything weird here. So I have it set to 3 minutes an hour. 3 minutes an hour, which is low. So I'm nice to you guys. Consider that. Some people they'll purposefully run ads like really high, especially during like during drop promotions like this. Like it's the time to do it. I don't though, because 1, I tend to forget, and 2, it's kind of scummy too. So. You'll need a ton of alts and just spam making rain until the mount drops. Yeah, that's the typical way to do it. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I did this guy yesterday, so I'll skip him. I'll just move on to this dude. It wasn't that bad at all. Some of the Overwatch 2 streamers I have them cry. Yeah, it's rough. Ads do make a, you know, they're a good chunk of change though if you run them. In a way, it encourages viewers to do 1 or 2 things. 1, to beat it. They're like, oh, screw this guy, or to subscribe, which, you know, they no longer do that. There are options where I can still run ads even if you do subscribe. That's a mega scummy. That I'd never do. So. But of course, yes, I'll silently be like, I wish everyone subscribed. Oh my god. But times is rough, man. I don't blame no one for you know, not and just lurking and whatnot. Because hey, those are the times we live in, man. Fosachi? Is it Fosachi or is it just like Fos Ace? Fosace. I don't know. I want to say Fosace, because that's like sophisticated sound. But yes, hello, good morning. Hope you, I was right. Fuck yeah. It's morning, man. I'm gonna take, you know, small things and be proud of it. Yeah, buddy. Oh, and the roulette. I did not do a roulette. Okay, so, well, this is a good person to do it on, because he's played. Let's go. Oh, my. No, this is like, of all the different, like, Shadowlands leveling things, this chest is a choice. They're like, yeah, let's do that. It's just a, I mean, is it supposed to be anything? Because it reminds me of the first Vigilant Guardian. No, that's not the name. It reminds me of that first boss in Sepulchre. You know, just big eyeball, you know, bowling ball looking thing. Yeah. Any luck today? No, not so far. I've only just started farming, so I gotta move my ass. Right now I'm working on getting the, I forgot the name. It's the one off of Alakir. So I'm hoping for that one. We're going to be slamming that one. Well, at least I'm not running through a dungeon, but it is a bit of travel time because I have most of my characters over in like Bastion, and then I gotta go through the flow of, okay, I gotta go here, and then I gotta go to Orc, and I gotta fly to the thing, and then fly all the way to, yeah, so bit of travel time, but it's not something that is it ain't the end of the world. What add-on do you use for the roulette? I use Better Wardrobe and Transmog. But for those who want something that's really lightweight, there's one that's just called Transmog Roulette. I believe that's one word. So if you want just a light button, like that'll do it. You open the Transmog menu, and then kind of to the lower right corner of the character pane, you'll see the little button to do the random stuff. So nice and easy. Fast raid, yes, very, very fast. So that I'm thankful for. You know, that, and I got skywriting, I got quick zoomies. So today for me is going to be a pretty long, kind of a rough day. Part of me wants to squeeze out, I don't think I'll be able to do it, but I want to squeeze out a video where I just kind of talk and speculate about housing ahead of Gamescom, just because I'm just too excited to not want to just start talking about stuff randomly. You know how some people, they'll spontaneously just gripe about something. You know what grinds my gears? FOMO, or, you know, stuff like that. But for me, it's like, I want to talk about housing. Just give me any excuse to talk about it, and I'll do it. So in this case, I'm just going to give myself the excuse. Woohoo! And I want to talk about what we had. Yeah, I've been brushing on it over the past couple of streams, and I talked about it a small bit shortly after we learned about endeavors. But I want to get into that like a little bit more and just sort of brush over how I feel like the flow of housing is going to feel like now that we have like pretty much all the different tendrils, the pipelines of how we're going to get all these housing things. Because I was really starting to feel fond of the idea of how endeavors are going to work and how they can be themed around certain things, and how that can direct us out and about to old content, because doing old content or specific content is what's going to get us more credit towards completing XYZ endeavor and get some other cool stuff. Now, and this is going to be kind of Blizzard's answer to players' concerns that, oh man, I don't want to do like the whole orange, I don't want to do this, right? I don't want to wait for another Collector's Bounty event because the Invincible chair, which by the way you can't see, you know, that is, oh shit, that, well, okay. I want to see, you know, no one wants to do that, right? It's going to be like 2026, man. We don't want to do that kind of stuff for old things like that. That's kind of the expectation. But I feel like endeavors are going to be like the vehicle that lets us get a little, it's that compromise. It's going to get us out there doing old content, maybe, but it's also going to be a more deterministic way of obtaining these sorts of rewards without it feeling like such a chore or a grind to get. Even though anything and everything can be a chore and a grind to get if you really want to put your mind to it. Let's see, Summer Dread got most of the mounts, but the most annoying one I haven't gotten so far was the one from Sylvanas. And you don't have the skip! Oh, no. You know, I feel bad. I feel really bad because I could have said something. I woulda, coulda, shoulda said something. And so that would have helped at least you folks out. You know, even if I only have so much reach, I would have wanted to help folks out and make sure you guys are, like, prepared for the event. As if you needed, like, preparation. But that would have been it, you know? And squats. Oh, I think I gotta add 20. Yeah. So let's see. There we go. Hey, what's up? You got the Chrono Corsair, the Infinite Time Reaver, Rivendare's Death Charge in the same dungeon run. God damn. Okay, that's beast, dude. Yeah, you better. Okay, you go. You bought one and you're going to the nice. If you do, If you win big, chat gets 1% of this. No, 0.1%. If it's like a really big one, I don't want to fuck you over. 0.1%, just gift a whole shitload of subs. Gift like $43,000 worth of subs. Do it. I'm half joking. It'd be really great if you did that. Truly. But, alright, so let's park this dude out of here. Alright. Yeah, that's a hell of a thing, dude. Oh, you know, I should have bought a lottery ticket yesterday because I got nothing. Yeah, damn. Because, you know, it goes both ways. Ooh, big lucky streak. Let's see how this goes. Or if it's like, oh, big unlucky streak. Okay, this is what's going to bring it back. The gambler's dilemma. All right. You got all the raid mounts? Nice. Congrats, dude. All one raid. Quick story. Vegas, a Vegas trip back in the day is what helped me court my wife, which is kind of cool. Like I went to Vegas with my then almost brother-in-law. Complicated, long story. Once upon a time brother-in-law, no longer. Went to Vegas, and on the last day, I believe, the last day, I was like, okay, I'm gonna gamble this time, because we were at Vegas for a couple days. We did not gamble. We went to the club. We went drinking. It was wild. But on the last day, I just went to Vegas. Or I went to the slots because I don't know how to gamble really. And I had, I think, like $20 on me. It wasn't much. All right, let me see if I can get something. And I won like, I think like $400 or $500. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. So right when I rolled that, I immediately left. I'm like, I'm out of here, dude. I got mine. Peace. And then I went and randomly bought a purse. In hindsight, it almost feels sexist to have bought a purse. But I'm like, she likes nice things. I'll get her something like this. And so I got her that. She liked it. She still uses it sometimes when we like go out to like nice places. But yeah. That was my foot in the door, baby. And now we're at 50. Ooh. What's up, Zesty? Speaking of money, he's just made $75K in the opening week of Mob Classic. Nice. What would you say is the equivalent of that? Because I don't know what 75 grand means. I mean, it's a lot. But how a lot? You're watching while your Demon Hunter AFK auto attacks Tazavesh, so I'm over that one not to go. So you're on the, sounds like you're on the last boss. That's rough though, man. Why is Fortnite Alliance the last part of the Raid Finder different for Battle of the Czar lore? I don't know. I find that kind of odd, but no, well. Oh, whoa. Oh. Did I? Oh man, I totally had a brain fart. I like hearthed back and then I just came back over. Idiot. Whoops. Speaking of money, now just waiting to talk to the VP and interview for the new position. It sounds like you're on the home stretch, kind of the finish line, right? You know, it sounds like that's just like a formality now. Just meet with the VP, talk to them real quick, and like that'd be it. I hope. Let's say I'm 3/4 to the way to the Mog Mount. To the Mog Mount? The Mog Mount is the Yak Mount. Okay. Well, I know that's, well, I guess what I'm asking actually is, how much is that in modern WoW Gold? Because if you made 75K in, yeah, I'm just wondering what that means in modern WoW Gold. That's true. The yak has a reforger. Get fucked. I mean, the reforging's cool. Is useful, right? It's all done, but the crime. He was the one that told me to apply, so I think that'll. Oh, okay. He told you to apply. You miss reforging? I don't miss reforging one bit. Ugh. Once the add-ons figured it out, like it just became an actual chore. It's like, I want to play with my gear. Yeah, reforging. My memories of reforging were that they were obnoxious. Today everyone knows it's Smog. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Now I'm glad it's I say this a lot, but if they were to bring reforging back, they would need to bring back the reasons why reforging a thing was there in the first place. They need to bring back tanking stats. You know, they got to bring back dodge and parry. They got to bring back hit and expertise. That's how you bring back reforging. That's your monkey's paw. Gamers. So sorry, like you gotta take in both the good and the bad. All right. Yeah. After you elected Mr. Plain specs and needing specific stats, no. To me, it was just annoying. If you want reforging does not change the idea of best in slot. You still needed the good shit. So, yeah. No idea how it will translate to modern WoW. Best I can tell you is I have the most expensive mount in the game for free. Nice. Well, you got it. Well, okay, let's go with free. Let's make the conversation simple. Okay, so I'm looking at this, and one classic WoW token is 13,000 gold. That's it? Damn. That's a lot of game time, dude. I mean, it kind of peaked at like 16,000 at one point. Yeah, that's a lot. So that's my that would be my translation. I would think of WoW token prices and then compare classic to the modern coin. Wait, is that yeah? And that's in US. In EU, it's 18,000. Damn, that's a lot of botting, dude. That's a lot of... Yeah, that sounds crazy. A classic token is 18k, but the yak is only $1.30, $1.25. That's wild. That's really... yeah, shucks. If I had the stones for it, I would pick up the... I would do the whole inscription thing all over again. And then I would just pay for WoW by working that market. Find the right realm, buy low, play the glyph vendor, and that's it. Yeah, that would be a thing. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. I ain't got that kind of time, man. I'm not gonna do, because that would basically be a job. Because I would be doing something, would be doing something that I don't really want to do, but I'm doing it because it, quote, pays. That's not worth it. Yeah. So, never mind. Bugaboo. And Rip Ozzy. Yeah, I think we learned about that during stream yesterday. Yeah, because people were talking about it. Not to speak ill, but someone had pointed out, oh, he was only 70 something, and then I pointed out, I'm like, hey, not to be mean, but you know, he did all sorts of stuff to his body, so I'm kind of surprised he got to like 70 something. You know what I mean? All right, moment of truth, baby. Looks like another no. Yep, 60. He was very, yeah. But well, I mean, even then, he didn't have like the healthiest lifestyle, right? Gems and mats are more expensive at the moment. I wonder if people wised up about glyphs. It's like people don't want all of them. Well, I think MOP was an era where I think glyphs were still consumable. Like you can you didn't just learn all of them, I think, at the time. Didn't seem very sick of the concert 2 weeks ago. Well, you'll do whatever it takes to be at a performing level, I guess. But yeah, I don't think we got specifics on like how it happened, right? I mean, at that point, it could be anything. Never been this busy in War Within with JC. People have gold to burn. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I'm sure it's pretty wild over there. Oh, I didn't know you had Parkinson's. Back we go. Earned more than half of my Brutosaur during BFA with Inscription. Nice. Was I still? Yeah, I was still doing glyphs. Yeah, I was still pretty heavy with glyphs with Inscription. It was basically when the what's it called? When the region auction house became a thing, late Shadowlands, that's when I was like, okay, it's over. It's over. Because at one point, like the competition over on Bleeding Hollow got fierce enough that I was like, okay, let me move my inventory over to a different realm. So for a time, I was just double posting on a different realm altogether. And I was like, okay, so this is pretty good. Economy wasn't was really good, but it wasn't so good that I wanted to be like, oh, let me just move everyone here. I wasn't gonna move the guild twice. But I was still making good money up until like the end of Shadowlands. Then it all just like just went to poop. Farewell, Glyph Market. You've served me well. Thank you for your service, that sort of thing. Nah, but glyphs served me well. Glyphs were it was quite the era. From Cataclysm to late Shadowlands. Millions. And but it wasn't like huge gold either. Like I was working for it. Like it was a job. I made it into a job for myself. There's smart ways to make gold too. You make good investments and you do the whole buying out of markets. Like once you reach like a certain wealth threshold, that's when you can make big moves, and then you're just too big to fail. Unless you just make like one series of bad investments after another for like, you know, over the series of months, then you're like totally screwed. But that's pretty hard to do once you have so much gold. Like there are folks out there who have billions of gold. Billions. you know, plural. It's pretty wild. And we're doing a roulette. Let's go. Alright, so... What a... This almost looks like a good mog for like just like a crazy witch doctor sort of dude. Right? Wait, let's see what we get now. This is not. This is not a crazy witch doctor. This is just a goof. What a goofball. Hello. Oh god, looking motherfucker. Alright. Lamau, Taco Bell in the Netherlands has declared bankruptcy. Oh, poor Taco Bell. Oh, anyway. Let's see. Whoop. Okay, I'm pretty sure all these guys are heroic 25 now, so should be able to zoom on in. Taco Bell. Oh man, I'm gonna have a long day today, so I'm like wondering, okay, should I treat myself with something? Not Taco Bell though. That is not my idea of a treat. I feel like for me it's busy, and I think for everyone else, like everyone's like, you know, engaged and doing stuff, at least with the collector's bounty event. But I also feel like this is the calm before the storm. Like when this next patch drops, so like there's this week and the next week, and then the patch, and then the following week is the season, and then the following week is the midnight announcement. And then we're going to learn X. I don't know what we're going to learn, but I'm excited. 45 runs since yesterday and nothing. Oh, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. That's rough. Have heart. Or if anything, think of it like this, Cody, and like this is it. You know, this is the last Raw, so you might as well expend every lockout that you've got in hopes of like something. You know? But good luck. Not sure if you have the darkfuse coat yet, but there's a raid group for a world quest and Undermine that is dropped. Yeah, I heard about that, and I'm like, okay, I want to get around to it, but I'm kind of lazy to. Like, I know I should if I want to get that trench coat in a timely manner, as in like only a few hours as opposed to over the course of like days or weeks or something like that, because I know that I'm gonna be like slow on this. And nope. You can still farm them after. Yeah. But I mean, that's going to be really discouraging for people. Like a lot of, like I'm going to wager and say that a lot of folks that are farming now, they otherwise just don't do this. It's just not their thing. Because, you know, they got other stuff that they want to do too. It's just that in this case, it's lucrative enough that they're like, oh, you know, I think I do want to like do this. Might as well take advantage since I have this short time period. You got 3,000 research in 55 minutes. A whole raid group is doing it? Fuck. What should I do? Let's take a look. Let's take a look, right? Just a quick look. Actually, it would be best if I was on my druid. Well, no, I think I'm better off on my paladin. At least I could boomerang shit if I need to. So I'm not familiar with this world quest. I'll need to like find it. Do the farm, y'all are saying? All right, let's take a look at this farm. Yeah, I'm talking about the darkfuse stuff. Hey, sorry. Alright, so let's go to Undermine. Can't believe they didn't patch it. I did a few more hours after people discovered it just in case. Yeah, I might as well take a look at it. So I'll probably wait, grab the crap that I can, and then wait until the Darkmoon Fair to do the turn-in. Okay, so I think you have to... Don't you have to choose a certain cartel? Let me see if the Wowhead thing will inform. Because I think they have an article about it, which I figure would be like the kiss of death. Right? So... with the Steam Weedle Cartel World Quest. Okay, Steam Weedle. You don't have to participate in it? Steam Weedle. It for sure is. Yeah, that's what I figured. And then there's like stuff to get, right? Like items, something. I'm trying to. Oh, shit, where is the thing? It's like somewhere up here. Okay, not there. Not that. Not that. Not that one. I forgot where the hole is. Oh, I think here it is. So I gotta buy something here. This one? Yeah, and then there's like other shit too, right? Oh, I don't have enough things. I don't have enough rep. Oh, that sucks. Well, I'll buy that because I can. So, actually, how many should I buy? Damn taint. 60 minutes. Yeah, 60 minutes is fine. Okay, so now to find this world quest. Twitch tried to make you roll a hardcore tune? Wait, what? Oh, is it because you're being encouraged to do the thing? Okay, which one is it? Rooting out counterfeits. There we go. Ah, come on. So... darkfuse rep clickers. Okay. What's clickers? What? I'm not quite sure what that means. Market research farm reading. Okay, I don't know what reading means either. And those are the two groups. Nope, 3 groups, dude. They need people to click the bodies. Clicker means they want Steam Weedle people to help spawns. Okay. I can do that. If I get an invite, that is. Sad song. So... Okay, I don't want to do these things, because I don't want to accidentally complete the world quest. Then I'll feel like a doofus. Yep. This is riveting. Come on. I guess I'll just keep... Oh, here we go. Here's the thing. Yay. All right, let's find out what to do. So... Oh, I should turn off the, I should turn my auto loop back on for now. All right, so how do I help? Like, you said there's, like, stuff to click? Because I don't want to be a jackass. Because, like, is everyone just stacked? Yeah, everyone's just stacked here. Okay. Dude, okay, this is no joke. No. I feel like I'm frogging. Remember those? Click the purple cauldron. Okay. So that's it. Just cauldron. And every now and then I'll hit that. So can I just... Raw, that's it? Okay, I feel like I'm not getting as much as I should. Anyway. I don't have the pylon. My rep's not high enough. Yeah, I only just started, so... So all I have is the, this thing. Haste the fuel supplement or whatever. It's alright. I'm helping. Because I don't think I've done very many turn-ins at all. Like, yeah, I'm barely neutral. So I've only done like a couple of these. Wait, I don't have permission. What? Why not? Oh well. Only need 4,700 for Exalted without the DMF buff. All right, let me see how many I have, actually. So I've got 1060. And then does anyone else have stuff? Here, hold on. Nope. No one else really has much. Once I have 600, go turn it in and get the speaker to help out. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that now. I'm in combat. I'm gonna stay in combat, huh? Shit. Ah, well. Still in combat? Still in combat. Fuck. Alright, I'm gonna guess that that dot is probably the place to go. Alright, where is it? There it is. Alright. So buy 6, he said. So now I am... Oh, that's right. I'm a bit more than friendly because it's a double rep. Okay, so now I can buy the auto advertiser. For 3 minutes? Oh, that's a... I gotta buy like a couple of these then, huh? Yeah. And then that's not anything, right? Yeah. Alright. Let's head back to the team. Alright, so I'm using this prototype auto advertiser. And then I guess I just lay it right here. And it lasts for 3 minutes. That's short, man. Anyway, so how's everyone doing? Because apparently I'm like stuck here now. Now I'm compelled to like stick around. This is my, yeah. So, to do this, you need to have chosen Steam Weedle. Or at least I think you need to have chosen Steam Weedle as your cartel, but that doesn't seem necessary. But you go to this world quest, you find a raid group, and then you just farm. So, people who chose Steam Weedle, they can click these, I guess, so they can spawn more guys to come out. And then we have like a whole ass raid group that's just like farming the crap out of these. And that's kind of it. What am I farming? I'm farming for the I forgot what it's called. Market research. So I'm basically farming darkfuse rep. And what apparently is like the easiest way to go. Yeah. So like I'll like hit this a couple times to help like spawn more dudes. And then I'll hit my looterang to loot stuff. Try not to get bored. Hey, that's what you guys are for. We're just chilling and talking and stuff. But yeah, anyway, what I was saying earlier is that like I feel like we're in that kind of relative calm before everything just like goes nuts, because we got like all this new stuff to look forward to. Tons of promotions are gonna happen. Get, you know, sales, expansion on sale, pre-orders, yada yada yada. I'm still hoping for an announcement date, that they have the balls to like tell us like right away, okay, cool, this is when it's coming, buddies. Because that'll be cool. That'll be very cool. Here, let me put my currency on screen so I can like keep track. Otherwise, yeah, this is like total brain dead stuff. Like, this is the kind of thing that you want to turn on a screen for, or watch a movie. What was I watching the other day while doing like some other stuff? I was watching something with Denzel Washington. I was watching The Siege. it was free on YouTube. And that turned out good. I enjoyed it. I've been a Denzel Washington fan, like for a while, but I think like my favorite role that I've seen him in was American Gangster. That was a big favorite of mine. It's one of the few movies I watched more than once. What's happening here? I'm farming for darkfuse rep. How big is the chance the pre-order will be available after the opening cinematic at Gamescom? They can do it right away. Like, if I recall, I think when Shadowlands was immediately available for pre-order. But I mean, they can do that. Like, they can update their websites, you know, crack open their storefronts and all that stuff like right away if they wanted to. So yeah, they can just pull the big lever. But I think there's a fair chance. I mean, if not, then it's going to be more like, you know, if they do announce player housing as a pre-order thing, then they'll say something like, hey, here's when it's going to happen, and then at that time, maybe pre-orders will start. But they might make it like a more immediate thing too. There might be some stuff here in this recent. Hell, they might have that stuff hidden or encrypted in the upcoming 11.2 patch. So there might be assets that are on there that we don't know about, that they were unable to decrypt from data mining, and then we might get like some cool stuff dropping. Fallen was a good one too. I haven't seen the whole thing. I saw like a couple of clips every now and then. Raid method is quicker, but the groups collapse quickly when they're done. Well, for now at least, we're okay. Like, I'm not in a rush at the moment, so I'm not in a rush to like earn it. So unless I can get this thing done in the span of today's stream, then I'm probably going to sit on these until Darkman Fair's up, so I can get like the bit of extra bonus. You know, another 10%. That's, I'm sure we can math that out and figure how much we need to do. Is this still the rate of 1 cash an hour? I don't know about one cache. I don't know. Oh, you're talking in the context of Paragon boxes. I don't know. I don't care about the Paragon boxes. That's a reach. that's for the hardcore folks. Oh, I forgot about the tower. My bad. Yeah. Put that out. Thank you, raid leader, for reminding me. On the beach it was like $1.50 an hour. Ooh, that sounds rough. That's right. They give the Mechanica stuff. Yeah, that I'm totally not interested in. I'm gonna be sad the day when oh, well, I mean, I guess the trench coat is them getting an example of it, but when Blizzard starts leaning hard into Transmog more than mounts, that's gonna be a sad day. Because then I'm gonna be the one that's doing like the ridiculous farms and, you know, bitching over like, oh man, I got to do Paragon boxes just for this thing and blah 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 blah. You know, I'll be right there with you guys, but not today. Am I gonna say the research for rep? I mean, what else do you get with the research aside from rep? Well, I'm gonna wait for the Darkmoon Fair to come in because that's gonna overlap with the current event. Like the Winds of Mysterious Fortune, that's gonna go on until after the patch. So yeah, maybe there's a calendar guy. So Darkmoon Fair is on the 3rd, patch is on the 5th. And then the event ends on the 12th. So there's time. Do you need a specific cartel to get the world quest? No, it doesn't seem to be. Like from what some of chat was saying, you do need to be Steam Whittle if you want to click on this knockoff potion. That way you can help spawn these dudes. But otherwise, no, you can just like sit here and just help kill and farm and all that stuff. So is that it? It's like right now 1,000 rep. That's after the current bonus, and so I think I don't know if it's going to be 10% more of 1,000 or 10% more of 500. You know what I mean? So it might not be that much, but I mean it's still like a little bonus. So I've gotten like 200 or so in these couple minutes. So this ain't bad. Not bad at all. Yeah. I probably should like remap my Looterang button because it's in a weird spot. It's like my Shift E key, and that's kind of it's kind of awkward. I think I might temporarily move it somewhere. Like here, I'll move it to my mount button. I love doing the Neo look. Dude, I don't know, like the what's it called? The one the trench coat that we got from BFA Time Walking though, oh, that one's so good though. That one's hella good. So I'm doing 3 clicks and then 1 Looterang. That seems all right. Actually, I'll do 5. Can't wait for the ethereal look-alike mod. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'll let these guys do the killing. Whatever. Oh, how did that dude die? Oh no. That's kind of tragic. If I wanted to be a bigger scumbag, I could whip together like one of those keyboard macros, because I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then hit the Looterang button. Yeah, nice and easy. But no. No. I'm on stream. What's Looterang? Looterang is an engineering item that lets me loot from afar. It has a 3-second cooldown or so, and so it'll basically, it's like ranged looting basically. It's not going to just gather all the loot that's around me, but it lets me loot from a distance. So it's pretty nice when doing like some weird crazy farms, like when everyone's running around all crazy and you're trying to loot stuff. Like for example, the treasure goblin stuff. When they're like super spread apart, like I'll hit the looterang so that way I can like go in a different direction and loot there instead. So it's kind of nice. And we just broke 1,000. Yeah, we're on our way. The ethereal soul trader. That's the one that takes the curious coins, right? So if you've been doing Legion stuff, every now and then you'll get curious coins, and then trade those in for like some transmog appearances, including like some of the bandage wraps, I believe. So you can get kind of that look. But yeah, the Looterang is also an engineer item. Now, if I just wait until a bunch of them are killed, do I still get like a lot of them, or do these mobs like quickly despawn too? Because it's kind of hard to tell if, you know, how many mobs worth of these guys am I getting? So like that, I think looted 7 there. And I'm pinging for some reason. It's a trading card gamepad. Oh, is that? Oh, okay. I totally have that wrong then. I thought that was a Legion thing, but you know, I think that's something else entirely. Yeah. What's the cooldown on it? 3 seconds, I believe. 3 seconds, yeah. Oh, that's right. It's a cataclysm recipe. Oh, I thought fetch was had a shorter cooldown than a minute. Yeah, that feels really long by comparison. But yeah, hunters do have an ability like that too. It's just not the same because the pet has to go there kind of and pick it up. Then they can AoE loot and stuff. But Looterang is just like vastly superior. It feels like a cheat code. I mean, this current exploit like thing feels like a cheat code, so. But they're not fixing it yet. We'll see what they do. Shoot, we can. Well, okay, I'm not gonna do it yet, but I'm gonna spend a stream doing like a whole bingo card. We gotta do that. That'll be fun. But I also want to double check like the timing of everything, because I'm gonna have because I think the Gamescom stream day is gonna be like kind of awkward. Like over in Europe, it's gonna be like I think like 8 o'clock in the evening or something like that. But then here it'll be, I believe, 11 o'clock Pacific. So I mean, I'll be here and everything, and then we'll react, we'll hate watch, whatever you want to call it. And then we'll see what kinds of things I can whip together. Do you need to be an engineer? Yes, you do in fact need to be an engineer to use the Looterang. Sucks. But that's why engineers are the greatest class in the game. Germany's +6. Okay. Chat, who do you need to... What do you need to buy the speaker with what rep and with who? So you have to be... Oh shit, that reminds me. Thank you. Auto advertiser. So you need to be... Does it say here? And I think I needed to be friendly with darkfuse to buy the auto advertiser. And then just neutral to buy the potion. So you gotta go to the darkfuse solution vendor person, and then you'll get it there. Whoa, click. There you go. Okay, so let me see what happens when I wait for, I'll just keep clicking for a bit, and then I'll see how much I get in like one loot. Oh, I couldn't tell. Shit. And, okay, I'm suddenly, like, not... Slucking. Okay. How do I know when I've hit 4 hours in the event? 4 hours? Okay, so that time I got 20. That's cool. So I'm just gonna fucking spam this bitch. Okay, so it doesn't... Okay, so I'm trying to watch the corpses to, like, see, like, how long does it take for a corpse to despawn? So I'm trying to look for one that, like, lights up. That way I'll be able to see it a little bit better, but no one's moving stuff out yet. Just can't loot yet. Or, yeah, we'll see if someone, like, pushes something back or something. But nothing yet. Oh, for the drop. Oh, yeah. You can go to twitch.tv/inventory. That will give you your status. Yeah, there you go. I was like, total brain fart. I think doing 5 clicks and then 1 loot is the way to go. And that gets me 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and loot, and then I get not 10. 1, 2, 3. So 1353, 2. That, wait, did I even loot that? Hold on. Oh, that's right, because sometimes the thing doesn't pick up. Okay. All right. There's been this annoying bug where when you try to loot, it doesn't actually do like the full auto loot. You gotta like do it again. I know sometimes it gets pretty annoying. So maybe I'll do 2 loots just in case. 4, 5, once, twice. Actually, wait. I think the cooldown won't is too long though. So 4, 5, loot 1. Wait 3 seconds. Loot again. I don't think I like that flow. Maybe I'll just do 3. I'm like trying to time my click speed. So for those who are curious, you can just watch the counter. So yeah, so sometimes not everything loots, which is kind of lame. I mean, I could do a thing where I just alternate one button after another. Maybe that's the way. I guess. I don't know how I feel about that though. That feels kind of. Well, I'm still clicking, so I'm definitely helping every time. But I feel like I'm paying like more attention to stuff. So maybe 2. Someone's doing the farm. Yeah, chat recommended it, and I was like, you know what? Give it a shot. And then I started, and I was like, oh, I can't lead now. Yeah, I'm kind of gauging that. So what I'm doing 2 clicks and then a loot, because there's a reasonable chance that, you know, the whole bug that's been going around, that I might not actually loot. I think I gotta lay down another thing. Go. Okay. And then back to work. Yeah, at first I was considering, maybe I should bring a druid for this, but you know, now that I've actually seen it, I'm like, okay, this is cake. They're just vaporizing these things, so I don't need to do that. I'll bring my engineer with the damn looter ring, so I can just easily click and click and loot. What in the worldwide bugs and hacks am I doing? Super Hackerman stuff. So a lot of folks are getting in on this darkfuse farm. So I'm like, okay, I'll bite. What's the fastest way to farm Titan disc shards? I like doing delves, personally. Doing 3 delves will get you I believe they get you like 30 something per. So that's what I do typically. But there are lots of ways you can. You get those discs from like all over the place. I find delves to be like the thing that overlaps with what I do though. So I'm a fan of doing that. Yeah, I have the tower thing. Like, I laid one down a few minutes ago. Oh, tier doesn't matter either? Oh, even better. Yeah. Just do a bunch of those and you're golden. Yeah, so just find like the fastest one, or hell, they're ones, so they're not like a big deal. And you'll get that knocked out in no time. Yeah, I never even until the overcharged delve thing became a thing, I didn't bother with doing lower level delves. I'm like, yeah, I might as well do this so I can get like my gilded and all that stuff. But I've been done with gilded for a while now, so not a big deal. Like I've definitely graduated from delves. And see, and this upcoming season is going to be interesting too, because we'll be able to get myth track gear from the vault by clearing the Tazavesh dungeon, the mega dungeon, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, so myth gear won't be much of a problem. I have no problems getting a guild group together for Tazafesh each week. Or I'm pretty confident I'll be able to get one together anytime. Music drives you nuts. At this point in the season, guild needs to be transferable. I still believe in the whole idea that giving a character that you know very little about all the gear is a recipe for disaster. I mean, we have that now. We have people who, you know, pay for carries and all that stuff, and then they try to get into, then they try to do things on their own. They clearly don't know what they're doing. It would be that much more pronounced if they allowed us to transfer gilded. Where am I doing this farm? It's a certain world quest over in Undermine. I did the ones when I just wanted to finish the week with the 3 dells on alts. On alts. Got it. Alt problems, baby. I get it. So I think I've reached my groove with doing 3 clicks. Problem is, if new tunes say 642 item level belt and ring, even with basic pros from Raid Finder, LFG groups will still ask for 670 regardless. Yeah, that's the pug world, man. It's a rough place. And everyone feeds into it. Or everyone who's part of that world, they feed into it, they perpetuate it. It's kind of rough. Ah, nice. All right. Been loving the streams. Oh, thanks. I mean, today's stream is especially entertaining, right? Oh, yeah. No. I'm glad to have your guys' company. I appreciate that. Meanwhile, what are you guys up to? You guys, any mount successes? It's funny seeing this last week, the traffic or the chatter around, you know, hey, I got this, died down real fast. I'm sure some folks are like just done, but then at the same time, some folks, you know, they went through like the remaining lockouts and all that too. Well, it's nuts. Yes. Did I get all the mounts? No. So there's some that I'm still missing. Like, so I've pretty much failed on the necrotic wake mount. I was in the process of doing Alakir, but then I got caught up in this, and so I'm like, okay, I think I'm just stuck here now. I would do this like all day until I'm done, but I'm gonna see how far I can get like during stream or what have you. But because there's a lot of work that I'll need to do today. Yeah, I'll be busy all day. You've given up? It's all right, dude. Got the Glacial Tidestorm. Nice. Congrats. Setting up alts on Classic in order of leveling, and then faction change my Warlock to Horde. Right on. 7 more characters to run SFO. Sepulchre. Nothing last week or this week from the last 2 Nylothans SFO so far. Oh, you got almost everything though. Nice. Very cool. I think the only one that I really wanted to get from this event was the red toilet. That was like the big one. You know, so that way I don't have to farm for it in Legion, or, you know, hey, just in case they don't offer it the same way, I would have been scared for that. So it all worked out. And then there were some mounts that I've just been like, oh, I still never got it after all this time. Like, I'd say Midnight from Karazhan would be like the most standout one, because I would drop by every now and then over the years. Oh, let's see if I get it. Nope. Let's try it this time. Nope. So it's nice to have finally gotten that one at least. Because most of the time it's like I'm just casually farming for stuff, or I'm looking for Transmog, and then I'll happen to get like one of the cool mounts. I'm like, oh, okay, nice. So this was a great way of like cleaning a lot of that up. 17 dry runs on Karahors. Ugh, brutal. No Nihilothra this week because I'm not unlocking the BFA quest on more than the one tune I've already done. Yeah, that part sucks. I mean, it definitely exposes a flaw in like how some of these unlocks aren't quite warbound yet, and those will hopefully be addressed for a future event. So. Because I mean, setting up this event, there's not much to it. It's just like, okay, drop rate go up, and like that's it. Yeah. Will they do this again? I have a feeling they will. But I'm pretty sure they want to space it out in such a way that people are going to miss it and want it again. You know, I do think that there's a line to cross where if it's too often, then people are like, oh, you know, no big deal. Or if they made it permanent, then people won't care as much. You know, this gets a lot of folks out at the same time within the confines of this event. You know, there are drawbacks to it, obviously. People have been speaking up about it. But overall, I think it's like a healthy and visible shift in the game where you see what people are doing. Yearly? I was going to say every expansion, so almost yearly, because of how fast expansions are coming out now. You know, that way, whenever there's a new collector's bounty thing going on, they add a new expansion to it as well. So it feels like it also adds content to it in a way, but that's just my thought on it. Every expansion is not that different from every year. You know, that way when it's every expansion, then it's like someone can be like, oh, okay, cool, now I can get this and this. Whereas if it's every year, people might be like, oh, I have everything here. Okay, I don't really care as much this time around. But we also can look at this as a big transmog farm too. So a lot of folks have been doing that, and it's been good gold. I made a good couple 100,000 just from vendor loot, and I'm not even doing like big farms either. Like and promise, like I've only been doing like these sorts of farms on stream, so it's a lot of hours that I've still put in, but some people have put in a lot more hours too. I imagine they'll do something similar to the housing release to get the older stuff. So I really want to try and talk about that probably this week. Maybe for the weekly, maybe not. But I want to talk about just how endeavors are really going to feel. Probably. This is just me speculating. But I don't think that... I somehow doubt that we're going to be like, oh, we need to have another collector's bounty event thing so that way I can get housing stuff. I don't think that's going to be the case. At all. Now, there will be reasons to go out and do old content, probably for crafting purposes, but I don't think we're going to be farming for like the Lich King's chair as a drop. It's going to be more like defeat the Lich King and you get like a ice shard thing that you use to build the Lich King's chair or something like that. So I think it's gonna play out a little bit differently, not like that's gonna feel a little bit more deterministic. I love this event so much, but it does make me debate if I want to just not farm old content at all until it comes back, which to be fair, I barely farmed outside this event anyway. Yeah, and I think that's perfect, Fel, because like I was saying earlier, like what this event does, it gets people who don't otherwise normally farm for this stuff to do it, because it feels worth it. So the people who don't farm normally, they're still not going to farm normally. They're just going to wait for this event to come back. And as for people who regularly farm anyway, for them, nothing's going to change. Just like, okay, my list is shorter, but I'm still going to be going out looking for rare stuff. And then, of course, a new expansion rolls around, a new expansion becomes legacy, and then that adds to the plate as well. So I think it works. I think overall, player behavior for this event, it's not like a huge shift, but it's just something that everyone gets to enjoy when it starts. So you've got 1,000% more transmog than just 1,000%. Oh, it's 20,000% more mog for me. This month of WoW has paid for itself from raw gold from selling gear from old raids. Yeah, it's a lot, dude. So it's gonna be sad to see that go. How do you solo Drestagath on Mythic? The dude keeps healing Drestagath. You need to kill the you need to kill those other tentacle things when you're close to them, I believe, and then you get a buff that lets you do permanent damage to the boss without him healing back. Which include open world stuff, because there's like some hella good mounts and mogs and stuff like the Emerald Dream. That would be nice if we were a bonus too. I think for that, that should be something they do as well. I think the reason they didn't do that is because frankly it would take more work. Because if they were to make, you know, those mount drops and whatnot have a higher drop rate, what are people gonna do? They're gonna camp the fuck out of it, right? And then it's gonna spawn, and then it's gonna be vaporized in like half a second because there's gonna be way too many people beyond even like what the scaling would do, because it's old content. So I think for that, they would need to like really get into the game and like do some design changes and stuff for the event, make them spawn at like our current level or scale with our level or whatnot, so that everyone has a chance. Maybe if they spawn, they have like a, you know, they have that ramp up time. It's like, ooh, it spawned, but it's going to activate in like a minute or so, something like that. So like I said, I think they should do that. It's just that it's just that this is easier to do. So they should do both. It'd be cool. And that's the kind of feedback that we should be, you know, shouting off the rooftops. You think lots of people came back for the event? Lots of people, I don't know, but I have seen people say, "Hey, you know, I was on break. You know, I'm on my usual break, but I came back for this because this was cool." You know, so they might still. So once this event is over, they might just be like, "All right, cool. I'll see you guys." You know, after the patch, which is gonna come pretty soon, or I'll see you guys next expansion or something like that. So that's still cool. Only 4 mounts I want from the past, and I got 2 of them today. Nice. Any thoughts on upcoming bank changes? Is there a smart to-do list before it drops? A lot of folks are scared. So people have been talking about how they want to, you know, where they want to like stash their items in the meantime. I'm probably going to let my stuff circulate in the, what's it called? Mailbox, most likely. So I'm gonna empty out my reagent bank and void storage. Actually, maybe not the void storage. I don't really care about that sort of stuff. That's all nostalgia stuff. At least the stuff in the reagent bank has like some functional use for them, you know. What's my total now? My total now is 2363. So I started with 1,000. I spent 600 so I can get the horn thing. And now I'm at this. So, pretty good. Hey, Pinky. Give all rares the Pandalan Warbound changes. Warbound? Warband changes? Warner Brothers changes? Warbound transferable. Check your alts. My alts don't do this. My alts wouldn't be caught dead down here. Not in the ghetto. Piffed. Stuck for the patch, to be fair. Mob Classic until then. Yeah, dude. That's the cool thing. There's like all sorts of different WoW to enjoy now. Some people ain't gonna care about it, but it's there, you know. I'm a gambler. I may just let it all stay and see what happens. In addition to the ramp-up time, I'd wish, especially for content that's not current anymore, that rares, etc., could not be killed within half a second, instead having a buff for 10 seconds, like the one from Daruna that prevents them from going below 50% for 10, so that people can get a tag in. Recently farmed time rifts again. Rift bosses died literally within less than half a second of becoming active. That would be nice, right? If they didn't die, if they just didn't get tapped like that and killed instantly, would be nice. Hungry, huh? Yeah, me too. I'm definitely gonna be busy today. Checking the emails, I'm like, oh boy. But today will be a fun day. Today will be a fun day. I do feel bad that I won't be doing like any overtime stream or nothing like that, so I'm gonna be out of here right at 12. Speaking of, it's past 10. Any news? Nope, no news, no none. It's okay. First rule of League Club. There's no leak. I'm not going to what's it called? I'm not going to Gamescom. That's not it's not going to be a thing. It'd be really awesome to go, but boy, that's really expensive. I don't know how I'd handle it, to be honest. It's been many moons since I've traveled internationally. Like the last time I really left was when I went to the Philippines. That's when I was a kid. And that was like, yeah, that was a long time ago. That's like Vietnam, man. Yeah, I'm trying to, yeah, haven't really traveled. So for all I know, I would go there and then I would just be like sick as a dog, or I would just have like the worst time after that much traveling. Minus fear of being deported. There's that too. Yeah. I've had that kind of when I'd be married already. Oh. Hey, but it's coming up soon, right? It's coming up soon. You're fitted. You're good to go. Now you got to stream it. It's 2026, man. You got us. I remember when, I remember when Dee and I were gonna get married. We were looking at options. You know, we went to a nice little venue, but before that we were like looking around. I'm like, okay, so what's the venue like at like the courthouse or whatever? You know, and they had like decorations and all that stuff. So it was not bad. It was actually it was a very popular spot. I think one of the reasons why we didn't go was because I think we had to like the scheduling just didn't work out because I guess they were booked or something like that. But yeah, even back then we had the option to like, hey, you wanna live stream it or whatnot, and then we're like, nah, dude, nah, we good. I've seen something about Chris Metzen possibly making a WoW 2.0. Have I heard anything about this, or is it just clickbait? I'm going to lean very heavily on clickbait. Why would... I mean, you really got to think about it. So put on your dev hat thing. Like, why would they make a WoW 2.0? You know, why would they shut down this game? Or why would they run 2 MMOs at once? Like, really try to think it through. I think most reasonable people who try to think that through will eventually come to the mindset of, oh, okay, that wouldn't work. That would not be healthy for the franchise. Only country I've been to outside of the US is the Philippines. I went there for work almost 20 years ago. I have Panda, Monk alt name. Tapsilog. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Sometimes I'll call, you know, I think, hell, I think D has even called me like an Oreo. No, I called myself an Oreo. No, she said, you're like, she's like, dude, you're like those ice cream bars. I'm like, ice cream bars? Yeah, it's like, you know, brown chocolate on the outside, but inside it's all white filling. I'm like, man, shut the fuck up. I love you. So, I gotta do this while squatting. I can't, you know, gotta maintain discipline. It's a breakfast dish, meat, egg, and rice. You know how there's, you know how in other cultures and stuff, there's like, okay, here's the named food. You know, there's what, there's Filipino cuisine, and then there's what Filipinos eat on the day to day. They'll make like whatever. All right. Every man has white filling. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, WoW 2.0. What would a WoW 2.0 have that we can't get here? I mean, for one thing, it would be a ludicrous idea to have, hey, let's have WoW 2.0 after we're doing something like building player housing. You can't just take that and copy paste it to, you know, the WoW 2.0 folder and have that work. Nope, I miss messages sometimes. I miss them a lot, actually. And I'm not doing the roulette. I'm busy. Actually, no, I'll do the roulette. It's just going to be like super quick, though. Oh, wait, I can't even get out of combat. Hold on. Can I spawn the thing? There we go. Doesn't spawn this guy. All right, what do we got? Oh, that's not so bad. It's awful, but we've seen worse. We have definitely seen worse. All right, back to it. Back to work. Definitely not happen, but it'd be more about what it doesn't have, like a fresh start. Yeah, but why do we need a fresh start? Yeah. I mean, that's tantamount to just making a brand new game. So, do you want to play a brand new MMO? Because that's what you're asking for. Action combat. Oh, that's a great way to just wreck. Well, I know I'm not a big fan of action combat stuff. Modern 3D graphics, voice acting quest, more linear character progression, storytelling, no other players. Oh, wait, that's it. Yeah. Okay, that was sarcasm. Ha ha ha. You think they're gonna unearth this? I got it done this morning and got the mount in my first Paragon box. Nice. So what mount is it that you get that people are like jonesing for? New generation players don't want to play a game they feel 20 years behind in. Yeah, but then that's why you just make new games, you know? That's all. You don't need to make a new, you don't need to make a WoW 2.0. It's just people are going to play what they want to play. No, I think what they should do is just try their best. And it's going to be like, you know, an impossible job, but try their best to make a new player experience that just feels good. That's it. You don't need to dump the rest of it to do that. I'm not saying it's easy, though. I think that, I think it's going to still be kind of jank. But I think that's way better than going for like a new game. Goblin Wave Shredder. Nah, I'm okay. WoW 2 is where Garrosh gets redeemed. WoW 2 is Garrosh gets redeemed. Nathanos and Sylvanas live happily ever after. Let's see. Maybe it would be a game that doesn't change so much. That's what I hate about WoW. You like something, play it, and then boom, it's gone. You learn how to play, and boom, it's all different. Yeah, but isn't that exactly what you're asking for too? Hey, I really don't like how the game keeps changing. Let's just make a new one instead, and it's gonna be totally different. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think we can improve it, not replace it. Been farming mounts with 13 level 80s during this event. I only needed 4 mounts: the Cartel Glider, Marrowfang, Jailer Mount, and N'Zoth thing. Oh, but you've been having a bad time with N'Zoth. Never mind. Oh, that's rough. I think all the Goblin Paragons are around 33% for mounts, but they also have the Mechanica item to buy other mounts. That's a lot. It's like the beauty and horror of this particular zone, that it's like, you know, it's got them stretch goals, but some people respond to quote content and be like, okay, so it's gonna take me how long to finish it, like right away? Because people will just grind it, you know. Like a small example would be the Flames Radiance. People were like, oh, I gotta do the grind for this and blah 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 blah. Oh, this is rough. But then, you know, at least from my experience, like I've done it like a tiny bit. I'm still not done, but I can definitely finish, like just very casually farming it and getting stuff for alts and all that stuff. That's what's been getting me like the rep there, because, you know, I was not in a big rush for it. We'll have to see them do a World of StarCraft. That would be cool. I wouldn't mind if it's just like an explore. I don't even care if it's not an MMO. I just want to have like this nice, cool. I guess I'm just looking for a new thing in like the StarCraft franchise. Hey, let's bring back Ghost. You know, maybe not a shooter, but it would be cool. Like if it felt like a Warhammer game or something like that, that might be neat. But then again, I don't know, because if you're like a Marine, a Space Marine, like, okay, cool, level 1, and then like you're dead in like a few seconds because you and like 50 other dudes that look just like you got mowed down by one Brutalist, that would kind of suck, right? With player housing, we might be finally getting the true endgame experience, though. It'll be one thing, yeah. I mean, housing leans very, very heavily into the roleplay side of the game. Make things of your own. User-generated content. That's huge. We haven't had that. And it's going to be scary what people decide to do with it. But a lot of it's going to depend on what Blizzard lets us do. You know, how much agency can we have with player housing? Because I'm pretty sure one of the early critiques are going to be that the housing doesn't do anything, that it doesn't have like functionality to it. Like as far as I've seen, maybe we'll learn new stuff at Gamescom. There's no like lay on bed animation. There's no lounge on the couch kind of animation. You know, people would want something like that instead of having like just like a 3D picture gallery, you know, or a 3D portrait. You know, people want it to be more than that, and I totally get it. Good afternoon, Optismash. Sat down last night to run a new character on my alts. Got them out of my first character. Nice. Well, that made for a quick night. If someone spent ungodly hours in PlanetSide 2 with 3 distinct factions fighting over massive maps with thousands of players in each combat, I would love to play a game like that, but StarCraft. Oh, so have like a big old team shooter kind of thing with vehicles. Ooh, that'd be sick. But then it'd be kind of weird if you were to try to play as like an Ultralisk. You're like looking down at like ants and shit. Hey Cloudy, it's been a minute, dude. How you been? Let's see. Do I see you're? I think you're a demon hunter. Yeah, there you are. Hey, look at that. You're a low-level demon hunter. What you been doing lately? When does Horrific Visions end? I don't think it will end. On the PTR at least, it's still going. Oh yeah, the potion does that. That's right. I forgot about that. Part of me was thinking, oh, you stopped playing for a while? Alright. Oh no, we're missing 3 people. Oh no. Okay, let me pull up where we're at here. I'm at 2,900. I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Yeah, I just want the trench coat. So once I get that, then I'm good to go. So let's see, what's my rep at? My rep currently is at a little over friendly with darkfuse. So I don't know how much I need. But I guess I'll just do this until I'm done with stream and then I'll buy stuff. I'm probably one of the few who isn't looking forward to player housing. Like, my only hope for it is I sell more mats and make more gold. That's a cool thing, though, is that housing can be, you know, it's just something if you want to just make money off of it. That's cool. Trade Wars 2002. I don't think I've never heard of that one. You're just doing the Paragon stuff? Cool. I don't want to get the Paragon cash mount too? No, not interested at all. Trench coat. That's it. Trench coat, done. Come on, y'all know me by now. I'm not a big mount person. I got caught up in the event because it's been fun. But yeah, I'm still not a mount person. I think you need to be 3,400 to be done. Oh, that's it? Oh, we'll be done in like half an hour or less. Shit. What if the mount has a shield? Then I'm getting it. Yeah, everything changes if it's a shield. If they were to say, hey, there's like a shield in the Paragon chest, I'd be like, ah, oh, crap, they're speaking to me. Then I'll be in trouble. Oh, the scrap is crazy too. Yeah. Like, and then the vendor stuff that you get from that, or like the random engineering parts you can sell, this is decent money. Yeah, I already have a hoverboard, so I'm cool with having the one. Like, I bought that one with tender actually, so I threw down. Oh, what if the mount was a shield? Oh, yeah, I would stick around. Yeah. But the cool thing is that, you know, it's just it's a very particular thing. You know, I'm not going for like every mount. I'm just going for that one mount. Just like how I went for the toilet. Am I going to have a room of shields? A room of shields? That's funny. I'm going to have, if possible, it would be just surrounded by shields. The room would be shields, like the ground, the ceiling, the walls, all that stuff. Yeah. If I could, I'd have them decorate the outside too. It would be like nothing but shields, and it just spells out soul. And you can see that shit from, like, you know, flying, skywriting height. Loader-on shield stack as scales like a... Yeah, that'd be sick. That'd be hella cool. It's like my entire item budget for the house or whatnot would just be dedicated to creating like this weird shield collage or something like that. Sav Boram, hey, what's up? Good evening. My shield dome. Nice fence, how'd you build? Dude, if I can have my fence be nothing but shields, that's how you'd know it's my place. That's how you'd know. That would be so gaudy. There'd be no uniformity to it either. It'd all be like different shields. How much tender do I have left? Not too much. I haven't been saving that much tender. 5,000. 5,000 tender. So I anticipate housing stuff is going to be sold with tender. Like the devs did say that. But then that was a few months ago. We'll see if their tune changes at all. Shields of the giveaway, not the 99 paladins. Now that depends on if we can have our warband characters like walking around. That'd be kind of cool. Because yeah, then it'd be nothing but paladins. Or actually, you know, I would set up a bunch of mechanomes and I'd name them all Bob, and I'd have them walking around too. That's about it. That would be a little funny though. A shield fence. Not even a fence though. It wouldn't be like, you know, 1 shield high. It'd be like 5, 6 shields high. So it'd be a wall. My house would be walled off with just shields. One can only hope. That would be a lot of work to, you know, take these items and then have them suspended in such a way to make that effect work out. I mean, that's the really cool thing about WoW housing, is that you're going to be able to manipulate stuff that way. Or, you know, instead of like having like 5 shields, maybe it can just be like 2, but then I'll make them fucking huge. I would straight up have the Bulwark of Asenroth as a door. That'd be pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. I wonder if it's going to be a copy-paste function, build a small project, and then copy and paste it down. The functionality during the demo was really limited. Something that we had told the team real fast was, hey, you know, if we want to lay down multiple things, multiples of the same thing, you know, like blocks or things like that, you need to add that kind of functionality, because that wasn't even there yet. Like it was a really early build that we got. So we had to like select each item as we were placing stuff. But for the most part, while we'll be doing that with, you know, if we're like actually building a shape or a structure or whatnot, when it comes to placing items, that's not gonna, we're not gonna be doing it that much. But I think that functionality should be there just in case. You know, at the start of this, we're not gonna have like 20 rugs to throw down and, you know, want to stack them like that. But if I wanted to take a rug and just, you know, flip it and turn it into like a wall, I was doing that just to like fuck around. Ursock rug? Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. I haven't forgotten the Afterlives video. That thing was sad as fuck, dude. Thank you. Thank you for the bits, Senior Sonata. Senior or Sir? Oh, I keep forgetting about the thing. The advertiser, and then I think I have like some consumable. I forgot what it's called. Not that. Oops. Yeah, I forgot what it's called. Shit. Some potion. Yeah, I don't see it actually. Shit, what is it called? I don't think it's a potion. Actually, I'll just do this by time. So that one. So it is for Senor. Okay. Goblin fuels. Oh, so I must have had some from before. Okay. Oh, you know, no. I only bought one. That's right. Well, I'm getting there. Oh, but I should probably lay down a new advertiser. Oh. Nope, cooldown's up. Never mind. Cool. Well, I might as well keep going. Maybe I can just go ahead and go for the one Paragon or however many I think I can get. Cool. What's up, Black Widow? Happy morning to you. Okay, I'm trying to think. I do have I have a bunch of work to do today. Should I try to save some time by getting takeout and then having it delivered by lunch? Or just do my normal thing, which doesn't take too long anyway. Like today I'm going to have, my usual lunch is going to be spinach and kebab. Or a spinach salad with, you know, with kebab. Now, I think if I get takeout, I usually go overboard when I get takeout, and then I'm going to get full. And then I'm going to get sleepy, and that's not going to help. But I can instead counter that with more coffee. I had pork rinds and sliced cheese for lunch. I went to make salad this morning, and it was a wilted. Oh, that sucks. That's an interesting combo for lunch. Pork rinds and cheese. Whatever I'd enjoy most. I don't know. I don't know if I want banana cream pie for lunch, dude. Banana cream pie. Yum. No. I get it out there. I'm just thinking pork rinds and cheese. That is very like utility. It's like I gotta like you said, hit them macros and like I don't care what it is. No eggs? No, nothing like that? Yeah, I'm doing the darkfuse grind. It's more like the darkfuse chill, because I'm just like chilling, hitting 2 buttons, and like that's about it. It's like nachos and cheese. I don't know. That doesn't. I can't quite imagine it the same way. I mean, I kind of get it. Banana cream pie for lunch, yeah. I'm kind of glad that Dee's probably not listening on stream right now, because then she'll probably be an enabler and be like, dude, just do it. Do it. Looking forward to Friday to have it again. I think I'll try to, I think I might just go ahead and do the salad. Like, the main reason I'm doing it is to shave off a little bit of time. That's it. You got a pasta primavera for lunch? Now I'm getting hungry. Fuck. Here we go. So I think I'll do this I'll do this for another 22 minutes. Something like that. Oh, I only got 2 from that? Sheesh, that's weak. And did the thing go away? Oh, I can do another one. Alright. Still a lot of people in here. Oh, I think I'm the only one clicking. That's not good. Yeah, if I'm the only one, that's kind of buster, man. cooking stream and Soul makes banana pie. I don't think I'd get that far. I would just be like, ooh, the filling's so good, and then I'd just be eating the filling, and then I'd have no pie left. Yeah, that wouldn't work. I think I'm the only one clicking. Unless people can do a ranged click or something. If I were to get takeout, God, see, this is how it starts. Well, let me just like theorize what I might have. Yeah, I notice this is going down a lot. If I'm the only one who's doing this. I think my rate has gone down by about 30%, something like that. Three axes just dropped from one for Optiel. Nice. So I have enough. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna do it until like 11 o'clock my time, and so how much more market research does it take to get a Paragon box? And why am I turning around? That's annoying. Oh, no, I should just stand here then. So 1,000 per box? Okay. Alright, there we go. Starting to get a little bit laggy. Once you're at trench coat level, you're at max rep. Cool. So I should only buy as much as I need, right? Buying... no. I can buy more because that's what gets me the Paragon box anyway. Do I need to buy the... do I buy the trench coat with market research too, or just gold? I don't want to accidentally blow too much of this research. It just takes crystals? Sweet. Yay! Alright, so I'm on my way. Alright, so anyway, lunch. What would I consider getting? I would consider getting... Go for like some jerk pork and rice. There's that. Can do some Indian. There is plenty of burrito places to choose from. Took a good amount of crystals. I think I have enough. I haven't been like farming. I don't farm very hard lately. Like I haven't been doing like weekly stuff or anything. Kill faster, summon harder, man. Sheesh. Get some pansy. There is a... I think there's like a Jollibee somewhere around here. I've never walked in. Never walked in. And funny enough, like around here, not too, at least I don't see Filipino places on DoorDash around here. Plenty of everything else. I'd say like cuisine wise, what you'll find here in this part of town is mostly Vietnamese, Mexican, Indian. That's like those are like the big ones. Can I have a ton of bobs to enslave in Shield sweatshop pumping out more and more profit? That would be cool to have like just like rando NPCs that populate and like do stuff in there. Like give me a maid. Give me a Bob maid. Yeah, Jollibee's in the US. I thought that was the whole reason. I thought that was the whole point of Jollibee was to expand Filipino food in the US. You're going to one near Dallas next week? Wow, you're making that sound like it's an event. Like it's a family outing. Hey guys, next week. Clear your calendars. What's going on, Dad? We're going to Jollibee's. Fuck yeah! You know? Trips to Dallas are always fun? Right on, dude. OKC's boring. Oh, okay. So what's in Dallas for you? Like it's been a long time since D and I have cared about taking like city trips and like and all that stuff to like go into San Francisco. Well, whenever we do go to San Francisco, we don't go to San Francisco. We go to Japantown because there's like stuff we may want to shop from there. But that's about it. There's like so much stuff that's there that we don't bother going, but we don't bother going because parking sucks. Parking sucks, and it's like $10 to park. So 104 sepulchre runs during the event. So that sounds rough. They made one location in Arizona, but it's all the way across town. Bummer. Haven't had a quality carne asada burrito since living in San Diego. The East Coast simply doesn't do it right. And that's weird. It's not like there's no Mexicans or whoever that don't, live all over the damn country. Maybe just not the ones with cooking talent. Go to Plano one place. Is there a lot of Asian stores and food? Okay. Is that like that's like the name of a plaza or whatnot? You would think that now. Yeah, here there's like too many places. So it's hard to tell. Okay, who are the good ones? Who are the okay ones? Like here, there's I'd say within a half-mile radius of my current location, there's like 12 different pho places. Any pho fans out there? Not in this weather, but I am a great enjoyer of pho. Nice and simple. Fuck yeah. Yay. Yeah, I'm not too exotic on it either. I'll throw in like some sriracha and oyster sauce or whatever, and mostly have like the fatty briskets. That's it. Nice and simple. But yeah, like I was saying, there's like so many places around there. Like you think Starbucks is bad? No, that's nothing. Nothing compared to a pho place. They had a pho for the bus drivers, and that was incredible. A spot in NYC near the Chinatown bus. I love pho in any weather. No, okay, that's dedication. For me, no way, man. I'm like, if it's like 70 degrees, no way. Can't do it. Too hot. Like it totally affects my ability to enjoy food. Hangover food. Hangover food. My idea of hangover food is coffee, water, and Advil. that's hangover food. I'd hate South Carolina then. Oh, I have no doubt I would. It sucks. Like, I would have liked to have seen more of this country, more of the United States. It just feels scary now, which is sad. Thanks, Obama. But yeah, it's yeah. Otherwise, I would have liked to have seen more of the place. Like, I remember in, like, you know, the 20 teens or so, like, D was, you know, I was telling D, I'm like, oh yeah, I would like to see DC someday because of the historicalness of it. I want to be a historical tourist person and see what's there, you know. And then 2016 rolled around, and she's like, "Do you want to go to DC?" She's like, "What do you think about going to DC?" I'm like, "No, I don't think I want to go. I'll wait until the next one. I'll wait until the next guy." 2020 comes along. She's like, "Well, how about now?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know. We're in the middle of a pandemic. That doesn't feel like a good idea right now." And now history's repeating itself. So, yeah, kind of lame. Honestly, southern cities feel more inclusive and calm than smaller northern ones that have all white rich people hoods. I have no doubt, but I need to, like, really look for it too. And that feel like kind of a hunt. So here I am in overly expensive Bay Area town. But at least for the moment, I still feel mostly safe. Oh. Like around here, at least, you know, people aren't scared about being around outside or being outside of a Home Depot looking for work and all that. Like, they're still out there, but not as many, that's for sure. Trying to flip a coin for a last-minute Bay Area trip Friday. Where are you coming from? Floating? Don't worry, I'm not trying to offer a meetup. I'm way too shy for that. That's really last minute. I know I'm not like a last minute trip planner person. Not like that. Yeah, that's wild. Alright, let's do another thing. Like, I want to get rid of these advertisers at least. Doesn't keep your wits about you and do a little homework on where you're going. USA is awesome everywhere. People are generally good. The news has done a pretty good job of making me fearful. It's done a pretty good job of that. Been planning for a while, but got a new job in Intermite. Oh, yeah, that sucks. I live 20 minutes outside DC and have never done that tourism thing, simply because of the way the city's become over the years, sadly. Kind of crazy how, you know, how the capital is treated so differently. You would figure that, you know, you'd want to have your best foot forward and something like that for people who are visiting the capital of the whole damn country, but guess not. What's up, Black Widow? I mean, if I lived in LA, oh, that would be the worst. I'd be like, oh, sorry, babe, I ain't leaving the house. Fuck that. You're setting up your first stream. Ooh. Brave. Good luck. Why leave the house? There's thing. Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm trying to get my damn trench coat and Paragon boxes, yo. Priorities. Living in DC, it's fun to go downtown every now and then. It's pretty chill. Just tough to be an ethical consumer or tourist person. It's kind of fun being a tourist, though. You know, just spend time mostly learning. Soak it in. Don't try to take your culture and push it onto other people. You're in their land, you know? Currently murdering Earthen and Ultimate for rich purple silk recipe on my Earthen road. Like a maniac. Rich purple silk. Is that a valuable thing? I'm not familiar with that. Oh, rich purple shirt. Okay. There's like one shield that I believe is still a drop that continues to elude me. It's called the Battle Shield. It's just this rinky-dink shield, but it's super rare. And people sell it for like millions. I'm like, okay, that's a shield I don't think I'm ever gonna get that one. That one's just not worth it. It's not fun to farm for. It wouldn't feel good to buy the damn thing. Yeah, it's one of those jacked up looking old shields. DC might be the one place to avoid. Sad how City is gone. Watts, California, not that high on my list either, though. Watts? As in Watsonville? I've never heard of Watts, so. If you get one, good luck. Next to Compton? Okay. Oh. Okay, so people are still going. Yeah, if I stop clicking for a while, what's going to happen? Let me see what happens. Let me wait a bit. Oh, okay, they're still going. Okay, so someone is clicking. It's just hard to see. Cool. Well, the rats were in the 90s, even as a European had heard of it. Nope. I don't remember it. Farthest west I've been is Vegas, and you hit up Cali once in my life. It's a cool spot, you know. I would be a terrible guide. I wouldn't really be able to tell you like where to go and what to do, at least not in this area. Nah, but seeing other places, you know, they feel like such different worlds. You went to SF last summer? There are a lot of cool places to see in the city. It's expensive to live there for sure. Sometimes being around there can be rough. Or like commuting, going around town. Chinatown's cool. Very vibrant. Still active. For me though, I think like most of my enjoyment of traveling is food. Like I wanna eat cool shit. You know, I'm not gonna go to DC and go to Jollibee's or something like that. Did a special tour of Alcatraz that was very sobering. I think we went. Yeah, we went one time. With my sister and her kids. It was kind of cool. Oh, nice! Grats Eraser. Yay! Freedom! Yeah, Chinatown's fine. Favorite food in Chinatown was actually from a boba shop chain. Well, there are many of those. There's no shortage of boba around Bay Area too. I mean, well, it's the Bay Area. There's like everything. Everything is here. And while driving to, you know, back and forth to places sucks because everything's like really spread far apart, separated by freeways and everything. It's not as congested as LA, and of course not nearly as congested as like New York, because I'm talking about the Bay Area as a whole. It's just like this big amalgamous melting pot of ethnicities and cultures and tech and everything. After the last 2 weeks of Midnight and Temp seems more and more like a myth. Oh, that's rough. All right, Buzz. You and Puppy have a good one. Here in Florida, we have a great place for boba. It's been a long time since I've been to a boba place that I'm like, oh, I love this place. Oh, there's a place that's near the house that is like perfectly good. I guess I just don't have it as much these days because it's like, you know, hella sugar and all that stuff. I've been trying to shy away from stuff like that for the most part. Drove from Santa Monica to Anaheim to visit a friend and said, see you in an hour, and he laughed. Yeah, that's funny. Google's fairly accurate about commute times and stuff, but if you're traveling like just before like midday or something like that, it'll throw you off. Have I been to an H Mart? Yes. That's the Japanese kind of store, right? So I'm trying to think of the one that I went to, and I don't recall exactly. It was 2 p.m. Friday. Yeah, people who were trying to get an early start on the weekend, they'll get ya. Love me some show. Oh, don't get me wrong, I love it too. I guess like whenever I decide, hey, I'm gonna be bad, I'm gonna have bad food, it's got to be like a decision. Like like I can't just be like, oh, let me buy this cheap thing because I just want to get my sugar fix. No, I gotta be, you know, it's gotta be like good shit. You got to see the Blizzard office? Oh, like you took a tour, or you just like drove in front of the campus or whatnot? Level server, if you're driving for 8 hours at 55 miles an hour, still in the same state. Damn. Yeah, that's right. Oh, your friend worked there. Nice. Nice. Someday I'd like to take a tour of the place. Like every time whenever I see a bunch of creators like all kind of go at once in a small group, I'm like, oh man, if only I made friends with them. Someday. Yeah. Well, they're not like public tours, but they'll do them. Like you basically need the hookup. You'll be in California next year for my grandson's graduation. Oh, future grats. Nice. High school, college? I went when they were working on Shadowlands and I didn't know. If I knew, I would have stopped them from making anima. Oh, was that there was a thing that happened during that time where someone went on a tour. They found a picture of, I guess, the jailer or what, or, you know, an early concept of the jailer. Like it's the whole basis for like, oh, the Primus is actually the jailer, that sort of thing. Yeah, someone took a picture and then leaked it. Yeah, someone took a picture, they leaked it to Pyromancer, and then he was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna show it to everybody, burn all the bridges. I was like, all right, no problem, I guess. But he's fine, I guess. A Soul World tour would be so baller. It'd be a tour of food, man. I'd be like, yeah, just get us to point A from point A to point B, put stuff on my plate, and let's go. Yeah, that would be like the adventure. Food's all I want to do when I travel. Yeah. And chill bars. Not enough of a drinker to really enjoy that, I don't think. You know, give me one beer, give me one glass of wine, but give me like 2 mules. 2 mules or like something nice with like tequila in it, and then I'm good. One Manhattan. What kind of coffee do I like the best? Just a dark, typically just a dark. If it's coffee, just like a dark roast, black. It could be Italian, it could be French, Italian. It's not. Yeah, no big preference there, but I definitely prefer like darker roast. I'm not fond of like the more mild and kind of sour taste, the acidic taste of the lighter blends. But for the most part, like I do very much like having my coffee in just the form of espresso shots. Again, dark roasts and all that. So I'm very plain. I used to be more sophisticated when I was like experimenting. Like working at Starbucks I only worked at Starbucks for a short time, but I learned a lot about like my preferences, but I experimented a lot because, you know, they encourage that. Well, yeah, just drink whatever you want, document it, you know, so we can inventory it out. But just like make stuff and try it. And if you think it's cool, you know, share it with customers and all that stuff. You know, back in the day, that's how Starbucks was. I don't know how it's like now, really, what the culture is like for that. But we were encouraged to like make random shit and like share it with people to see if they like it. So I was like experimenting with like, oh, let me try this with chai or soy or have these different kind of syrups and all that. Let me do this little compota thing, concoction, whatever. I feel like a lot of the good coffee tends to be fruiter and lighter than that. I like the oily shit. I think there was one time, I'm trying to remember, but I guess it just wasn't memorable, where I tried out the coffee where the beans are consumed by monkeys or something like that, and then they poop it out, and that's supposed to do something to it. I think I tried like a cup of that, and I was like, oh, it's all just coffee to me, man. You know, it was okay, but it was just another cup. Yeah, that stuff. That stuff. I think it was like $7 or $8 for a cup. I'm like, cool. Wasn't a very big cup either. I think the two standouts that I enjoy, but I'll have them very seldom. Vietnamese coffee. That shit's intense. But I don't really have that these days because the lactose. And I don't think there's lactose-free condensed milk. I don't think that's much of a thing. And then Turkish coffee. That's I gotta be in the mood for that. You know, if I'm in the mood to chew on grinds, then hey, let's go Turkish. Oh, it's taught you how to make it nice. I don't know how to make it. I've seen the process. I would be like looking. I'd be like, oh, that's so weird. But yeah, that's intense. And you gotta rinse your mouth afterwards, because. It's also so silly. Yes, I'd love to have a cup of poop coffee. I mean, come on, dude. We drink alcohol, we smoke, we do all sorts of drugs and other stuff. Is poop coffee that weird? When it comes down to it? French press is one of the purest forms of enjoying coffee. Oh, yeah. I normally have my stuff on the French press. Yeah. Ew, I drink from a French press? Yeah, I drink from a French press. It's efficient. If nothing else. Yeah. So I'm totally cool with that. It's like one of those gotta watch it things where it spills. Yeah. because I've seen the process of how they dip it into like the. I barely know how all that works. I was just fascinated seeing it happen. What am I doing? I am farming for darkfuse reputation by just standing here and clicking on this cauldron to make mobs spawn, and then people are killing it, and I'm looting stuff. So yeah, very stimulating, obviously. Did you hear how Starbucks came to Australia and tried to be big and completely failed? Well, that sucks. And that's how it goes, right? I mean, some of us get off on that. Oh yeah, big bad corporation comes in, failed, haha, stick it to them. You know, I get it, but that's how it goes sometimes. It's like Xbox trying to make it over in Japan or something like that. Caviar is literally slimy fish eggs and considered a delicacy. Never got the appeal from that. Tried it before and I'm like, nah, I'm good. What's an expensive thing that I enjoy? That's like pretty excessive. Duck liver is pretty excessive. Seared foie gras. That shit's good. What else? Bean juice. Wagyu steak is overrated. I had it twice, like the good shit, and I've since retired from it. I don't think it's overrated, but I think that you don't want to. I don't think you want to have it more than once. It's good though. I think it's good. In the end though, I'm cool with like a solid ribeye, prime rib, and New York. Those are like my three cuts for the most part. Far too fat. Oh, it is definitely fatty. Like you have like, you know, it's only like a 4-ounce thing that you have, and then you're done. You're like, for me at least, I'm full. Because I can only have for me, like I have this kind of a budget where if I have too rich of a thing, then I just stop enjoying it. I just can't have it anymore. I'm not full, but I'm just done. My appetite like goes away. That's kind of like me with alcohol too. Like if I have, you know, there's a certain point where it doesn't even taste good anymore. Like I just taste alcohol. I don't even taste like the drink. And it just grows. Fish eggs are like popping boba. It's like little tapioca, right? Yeah, prime rib with like just enough fat that you'll have it with the steak. So good. Prime rib has never failed to not disappoint me. There's a Costco right by the house, and it's a business Costco, so things are, you know, a little bit cheaper. For a short time they had like this prime rib. Oh man, hook up. It was a pretty good price too. Cut a little bit thin, but that's okay. Quick sous vide, and then like a 1-2 minute sear. Hell good. Hell good. Grats Calorifer on the Nizalf mount. Yeah. Oh, why am I looking at these? I should be looking at currency. So what am I at right now? I'm at 4,200. Yeah, this has gotten slower. People are not cooking enough, I don't think. Got a smoker a couple years ago, and now my taste buds are spoiled. Oh, that's good. Now I want steak for lunch. Oh, it's way past 11. Shit, I should have stopped already. Here, let me... Alright, one for the road. Alright, so let me, where's my mount stuff? I think I had like some sort of memory leak right now. I'm having the memory leak right now. My PC's like hella lag, or WoW's hella lagging. Oh no, I think it's gotten better. Yay! $3 million is a lot of gold. 3 million is a lot of gold. I want 3 million gold. This is 390,000 gold, not 3 million. I mean, across my account, let's see, what's that? 4 million across the account? Click faster, kill faster, hero incoming. Hero. Ooh. Well, not with me not there clicking. Alright. So the cloak is there. I have enough stuff for it, so I will buy a bunch of these. Yes. The mount dropped on in a small 5-man group. Same with Jailer Mount. I did like 100 runs before they dropped, but those runs were all in 20-man groups. Interesting. Oh, I get resonance crystals too. That's pleasant. Woohoo! I am a darkfuse diplomat. Hell yeah. And I got a cloak. Or coat. That wasn't so bad. And then where am I at on the box thing? Oh, I'm 2 away. I might as well get 1 box. Yeah, I'll do enough to get 1 box. So how many mounts come from this Paragon box? Is it just the one that you guys talked about, the surfboard thing? Or is there more than one? Just the one. Let's see if I get lucky. And if I don't, then I'll do some squats. Oh, my bad. I gotta change this back. There we go. All right. All right, Peter, you have a good one, man. Shall close that. So I need 200, right? Yeah, we're gonna need 200. Hey, so what would you prefer, 75 sets of squats or creating a hardcore character and playing an honest to God attempt? Squats. Yeah. Squats easily. How do you know how much gold across the account? Add-on or math? Add-on. So sorted, it tracks gold across the account. As long as sorted's running on all my characters, at least. I'm pretty sure it is. I think I have some gold on the other account too, but not too much. Something to consider for the next stream. Well, there's only so many squats people can make me do, because I cap it at 10 sets a day, so 100 squats. Yeah, it's pretty exceptional that I did 500 the other day, but that's over like an 8-hour period, you know? Otherwise, yeah, that's... Otherwise, I'd totally, like, make myself unwell. Do you think the housing limit will be per WoW account or per BattleNet account? I think they have stated pretty clearly that it's per BattleNet account. So if you have 5 WoW accounts, it's just the one. Which I'm sure some people are not pleased about. I do wonder if someday they'll, you know, I'm sure that at some point they're going to expand on it and do like a low, you know, like a smaller budgeted small house that's far and away from stuff. But I think they still want people to like somehow participate in neighborhoods and stuff like that, and, you know, go for endeavors. You got your coats? Nice. Congrats, Darth. So you can make your best Neo Transmog now? Maybe, but the BFA one just looks way better. Because it's not like a skin suit. Which is basically what the Black Fuse thing is. Apartments and beach houses? Yeah, dude. That'd be kind of cool. Or just like a little tree house or something like that. That'd be pretty sweet. So, yeah, just 2 more. And we're good. Or, yeah, 2 more of those things. So once I get to 200, yeah, because it's 100 per, I believe. What if you want to be in multiple guilds, though? Then I would say convince all the people in your multiple guilds to just have one private neighborhood. That's it. Yeah. I mean, I would say, like, obviously, you seem to be an exception for loading, but I think a lot of folks, they're typically just part of 1 or 0 guilds for the most part. You know, their circle of friends is pretty contained in, like, one thing. So it doesn't seem like they would have, like, your certain circumstance in mind. Has issues on torn, clipping, and green artifacting on green artifacting? Oh, that sucks. Well, oh, I got 1 out of that. Jeez. Come on, hook me up. 196. We're almost there, baby. And here we go. Boom. All right. I'm still going to stay in group just in case, but... yeah, they're just getting started, and I hope that they continue to expand on it. I think, you know, they want to make a strong first impression, but they don't want to, you know, water it down by trying to do too much at once. That's good. That would totally backfire on them. But it would be cool to have, like, you know, just the smaller, isolated spot if people want to. Freedom, right? But I guess it's going to be a question of how isolated are the current neighborhoods going to feel. Because that could be the solution too. If they're isolated enough, then people will be like, oh, I want to go there, I want to go there. It is kind of funny how people are like, something, it's an MMORPG, and but we also want to live as far away from people as possible too. And that's fine. It just shows how people are just different. Okay, so 1 and 2. And now I do 1 thingy for a box. Alright, moment of truth, baby. What do we get? We get... Nice. No squats this time, baby. You know, that counts, right? We're on the board, baby. Woo! Darkfuse. Paragon. Oh. There we go. Worth it. Boo. And it's brown. Ew. All right. Gave my bit of thanks. And now we're done. Oh, I gotta sport the look too. At least for a minute. Alright, so what would work? So it's gonna be centered around the... No, that's a shirt. There we go. So... Actually, let's strip down. So I think of this one, right? This one just looks good. But let's go with the black one. So let's go black. And we're doing squats anyway. Okay. Oh, by the way, Blizzard, you can nerf the farm now. Thanks, Blizzard. Bye. Now that I got mine. Well, since I'm gonna do the roulette now, I'll do the roulette first. Then I'll play with the coat. Ooh. Okay, I'm not gonna change my transmog. Well, okay, I'll change this, but I'm not gonna change it to the code. I just want to like take a look and like see the possibilities and stuff. So anyway, this is good. I like this. This is gross. Anyway, back to it. Alright, where can we do this? I guess the typical thing would be to go for like all black first, so I gotta go back to Shadowland stuff, so I guess that one, and then the Thunderlord boots. No, that's not. No, that doesn't look good. They're too bright. Do I have darker boots than this? I don't know. Shit. Oh, I guess those old boots work. But not too fond of that. Or maybe we can just have like bitch kickers? Or just go silly, right? I could have something like Goofy for the feet. Let's see. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't really work. Shades and sunglasses for sure. Oh yeah. There's like this one, and then there's this one. I'll go with the blacks. Or a top hat. No. Yeah, there are very few blacks. I think I might have to go with something like that, because they'd have to be like a taller set of boots, red boots, like that. No, not those, not those. There's some goofier looking ones that came from the Trial of Style. So like, I don't think those will work. No, no. No, looked at that one already. That one's not dark enough. Like Santa red. I can go barefoot. Nasty barefoot. Oh yeah, here's like the goofy ones that came from the Trial of Style. So like there's those, which no. Okay, they're straight up called ugly black boots. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. It's been hard to match for some of these coats, yeah. I mean, it feels a lot better on the BFA cloak because it's not as dark. Like this is like it's like a black, but it's not. It's like this very faded gray. So like here's okay, so here's the other Shadowland stuff. I think there are I thought there were black ones, but I guess not. So yeah, that doesn't quite work. Cause like they're like it's skin tight. You know, I want them to have like cuffs on them. Something better than that though. I can go with these bitch kickers, but they're still a little bit too bright. Corcoran binder boots. Corcoran binder boots. Shit kickers? Maybe it depends on the region. It would be nice to have dyes, but it wouldn't be for this. It's gonna be, you know, if they do it someday, it's gonna be for like future items, not current stuff. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Let's hold on to that for a minute. What else? Oh, someone said Corcoran. This one? Oh, those are socks, dude. Yeah, those are socks. I don't know about that. Nice try, but nah. Like if it's gonna be a Matrix sort of vibe, and that kind of works, they gotta be like full boots. Like I go back to. I'll go back to something like this. This would fit probably decent if they were just a little bit darker. Yeah, if only they were a little bit darker. Did the Santa outfit have buckle shoes? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, sexy. Okay, so where was I? I was like somewhere down here. Actually, I was looking at these. These actually aren't... Okay, they clip like crazy. But those wouldn't be so bad. Here, the plain ones might be better off. So it'd be like... Nah, that's way too loud. Never mind. Never mind. Do the gray boots have a matching belt? Oh, I don't want to put a belt on this. Belts don't belong. I see a lot of folks sport the belt with the trench coat. I don't like the look of that. Here, let's try something a little different. So What if I went this route? Because in this case, I would need to probably sport a belt. But at least this kind of opens up the possibilities a little bit more. Or I can go like with something like this, go with like a purple. And see how that rolls. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'll take this and then like the feet. The gradient feet. Where is it? These are the worst shoes in the whole game. It's here somewhere. Here we go. Gradient feet. Yes. Brilliant. That'll do it. Yeah, so maybe going for not black pants would be like better. So if I go back to this again, that feels a little better. No. No. Maybe. No. This doesn't go great, so I feel like I would need to have a belt. Blue fire feet. Or is that travel style stuff? They gotta revamp this too, man. We're getting way too much transmog. I want to sort by a like dungeon or something like that. Because at least I have, you know, something like this. At least I have like expansion, but then that's kind of the same thing as going in order anyway. And then I think Better Wardrobe has this whole color wheel. So if you want to try to match like a certain thing, but you know, that's kind of tough too. So try Civilian boots. Pretty sure I have that. Okay, those are more socks. Yeah, those are socks again. I'm not too fond of that particular style. And then these pants just happen to not go well with that. Ooh, let's go for the chonky boots. Since we're here. No, but where's the other one? Let's do a Matrix Mega Man kind of look. Oh, is that the only one that I can get from here? Oh wait, T-ball. Okay, it's only the two that I can get. Shit. The chunky boots give it a J fashion touch. Okay, that doesn't work. Let's take that out. Green hands. No. I think I gotta contrast these a little bit better then. So going with that, maybe. No, solid works better. It is kind of a twist on it, right? Transmog shuffle and then throw the trench coat on top. Brilliant. And then as usual, I want to have something that's, you know, understated a little bit. But not too understated. Firecrackers. There we go. That'll do it. Nah, I think the boots aren't really doing it. But I think I should stay away from trying to go for like the black pants too. I don't think that works out so great. But there's one other pair. There's like, okay, so there's this one and then there's like another one. Somewhere, but I can't find it. There we go. We can go for the shiny black pants, or something that's a little bit brighter. So let's try this again. So if I were to go back again to like the boots that I think look best, that's not bad. Actually, I think that was better. Yeah, because there's at least a little bit of contrast there. It's just now it makes the boots look super faded. Dang it. Oh well. And we gotta have like a little bit of a twist here. So where's that dark Kyrian shit? So something like that. Yeah. It's like he came visiting from Bastion and it's like, yeah. I'd have to change the dude to like the Dark Ranger kind of color skin thing too. Huh? Oh. Nice to have finally have it though. Yay. Oh, Eclipse, no. Oh well. Back to our real transmog. Oh yeah. No, I think the Noble's Fancy Boots, those work out too. That's like old school too. Optimicity. Okay, so I'm gonna switch and we'll do a couple more mount farms. Am I done with stream? No, I still got 20 minutes left, but I did finish the farm. Got exalted, got the trench coat. I even got one Paragon box, and I got the mount. So easy, nice and easy. I'm not too fond of the dress shoes because like I don't want the ones that look like socks because that just doesn't seem right. You don't wear I mean, who wears a trench coat and socks? Because they're basically barefoot, the way I see it. That is 100% how that looks to me. Did I do this guy already? Bring Crocs to WoW. No, man. Don't do that. Alright, last minute check for news. Because we're going to hit the new month pretty soon. It's next Friday. So I'm not going to expect a preview yet. I'll expect a preview next week. What might we get? It's going to be August, right? Maybe we'll see some midnight kind of stuff. Maybe not. Okay, did I do this boss yet? I did. Okay, next. Yep, got it and done. So, felt pretty good. Okay, this guy's definitely next, right? Yeah. Trench coat, socks, and sandals. Hey, I wear socks with my Tivas whenever I happen to go out because I'm too lazy to take them off. And my feet look terrible, man. Having skin problems suck. So I pretty much have socks on the regular. So you're back to fishing? Oh, what you fishing for? Hey, Blue. What you been up to, man? Ah, for feasts. Nice, dude. You know, I'd say this is the laziest I've been this expansion about providing feasts. I've been relying on other folks to do it like pretty much the whole time. I feel like a lazy sack, but repair bills are getting more expensive, so been playing a lot on Dune still? Right on, dude. No, nothing to be ashamed about. I'm just curious what you've been up to. Never mind, let's judge, guys. Fucking this guy. Dune? Who plays that anymore still? God. What is the next big game that's coming out pretty soon, though? Or is there something like that Because, you know, like there's a game that comes out and then you have like a bunch of the big streamers that typically jump in on it because, you know, that's where the marketing money goes these days. Is there something that's coming out or that has just come out that's taken up everyone's time again? Mob Classic. Oh yeah, Mob Classic. There's a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake? Oh. That's cool. Oh, is that Snake Eater? I don't think I played that one. The space game where you fly ships armadas. I have not heard of that. I like space game. I've been playing a lot of RimWorld on my little bits of spare time, and I cheat. I use a lot of cheats and all that stuff to like get ahead because I just want to build a cool ship. But now that I have a cool ship, I have this ship that's like, I built a ship that's just surrounded by automatic turrets, and I just land and I'll just invade the planet. I'll go from spot to spot and I'll wipe out all life, suck up all the resources. Anyone who survives, I harvest their organs, and then I move on to the next thing. Kind of shows you what kind of person I am. Oh yeah, Tactics in September. Is that going to be on PC? Please tell me it's going to be on PC. Please, 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 please. You've been alt-tabbing farming. These goblins took about 4 hours now, and I have almost 7,000 research. I'm also already exalted, so this will definitely give you the amount, right? I hope so. Did you hear that I got it on the first box? It's kind of cool. I feel very blessed. Harvest whole bodies to drain them of their water that I use for making stuff. Just water? Oh, dude! And you can take each body part. You can take organs. You can take the heart and eyeballs. You can take all sorts of shit. They sell pretty good. They sell pretty good. Yeah, if you really like play the game, it's so involved and deep. Oh man, it's crazy. But I play like a fast version where I just cheat my way through and take all the shortcuts and everything. And nope. Oh, I did hella squats. Shit, I think I did like, let's see, it only had me do a set, and then there's 2, so I think I'm at 100. I'll just do 100. Yeah. I think I did more, but that's fine. Oh, Luxos got it on the first try too? Nice. Have I played Kenshi? Never heard of it. What is Kenshi? Okay, no time to... I want to be quick, so I'll just... Okay, so you said Kenshi. What is Kenshi? Kenshi is a free-roaming, squad-based RPG, focusing on open-ended sandbox gameplay, features a rather than a linear story. Okay, let's do that. Be a trader, a thief, a rebel, a warlord, an adventurer, a farmer, a slave, or just food to the cattle. Is this it? Jesus. Now the question is, can I have turrets? Oh, can I build that? Ooh. Anyway. Oops. Has crazy mods and customization like RimWorld. Ah, right on. But then this is like 3D moving and all that stuff. So, and it doesn't look like a... Yeah, it's more like a personal survival game. Now, I enjoy the whole idea of a colony simulator. So, like, in my RimWorld game, I have, like, my main dude or my main girl, and then she has, like, this android companion. And then there's, like, a third guy who just kind of showed up one day because I gave them, like, some colonists and whatnot to start with, but then everyone was getting wiped out, and then this dude came in and saved the day, so it's just the three of them. But then they also have, like, androids because of, like, all the mods and whatnot that I downloaded. Like they have all these androids, these disposable androids and warbots that do like all the heavy lifting, as in like the fighting and stuff. But now that I have a whole shitload of turrets, the only thing that I'm really scared of are mortars, because those can easily like fuck me up. Like a one well placed mortar shot can like hit like all my fuel, and it'll blow up like half the ship, and it happened. I'm like, oh, that's there goes everything. So there was one point where I spent like a good couple of hours building a new ship. So you see like the colonists and the robots, they're all pitching in together to like help redesign the ship, and they're like slowly like gutting the old one and moving like whatever they could to the new one. Oh, there are turrets. Ooh, turrets. An idle desktop cat that responds to clicks. Oh, that's not. No, that's not. Is there a bongo puppy? I'll I'll play that. So you can have a colony of 250 people, animals, and robots. Ooh. Do they all have individual names, or are they just like faceless NPCs? Kind of important. Because like you get a certain attachment to like some of these guys. Except for my robots. My robots are like super expendable. I throw them in as like suicide bombers. Congrats on Gmod, Rigid. Yay! Break their ranks. Show no mercy. Never played Goat Simulator either. I hear about it. During its time, I heard about it a lot, but I was like, oh, I don't know. Gino would be the death of you. Have heart, buddy. Do you still have any lockouts left? There's a bongo puppy, but it's a reskin lol. Well, as long as they also reskin like the sounds and everything, I don't want the puppy to be like meow. You got 4 mounts this morning. Damn. Lucky freedom. Good shit. There's no sounds. How you gonna have puppy with no sounds? You gotta have like bark and all that stuff. Yeah, that adds life to it. Like, what if you have a bongo husky puppy and like the puppy goes, ah, just fucking screams at you. Still have very fun runs through on alts and all the other, but I tried to do the skip share, but it didn't work. I don't have any other idiot on my alt account to run BFA. Oh, bummer, dude. Yeah, just like a insane husky scream. Y'all ever heard a husky scream? Like, look up videos. You'll hear it and you'll laugh, but then you'll also be like, oh my god, if that was like a thing, I would die. That's a lot of belts. I had no idea. Wait, does this boss only drop belts? Or was that just a weird phenomenon? I never really paid attention to that. Oh, it really is all belts. Yeah, I guess I never paid attention. And dead. Oh, didn't even touch the ground. Look at that. And did we get a thing? Nope. I think I could do one more. And boom. Next. All right, so one more for today, and then we gotta head off to work. I feel like to look up a husky and want a more chill version that doesn't scream at the top of their lungs. Malamutes are so cool. I wish they just stayed as puppies, because that's when they're like all fat and like floofy. I'd be like, can you just stay like that forever? Probably not. Had a Malamute when I was a kid. We also had a husky. Right on. No, they're cool, but they shed, just like most dogs do. There aren't too many breeds that are hypoallergenic, as in they don't shed. Not too many of them. So that's why I tend to stick with like poodle mixes. All right. All right, Snake. This is it. It's all on you now, buddy. I have a barn cat that decides to move in one day. I call him Spud because she looks like a potato. Ooh. Ooh, congrats on Mummy Raptor. Yay! Yeah, I think I didn't. Yeah, I got that one on the second week because I was having. Like, I used all my cooldowns, or used all my lockouts, but then I was able to extend the lockouts afterwards. And during that stretch, that's when I got Remount. It'd be cool if there was a way to have the Sky Golem. Remember the Sky Golem animation when you're doing steady flight? How it does like the weird twirly thing? I'd love to have that kind of thing as like a move that I could just do. Maybe it wouldn't even do anything. You know, it wouldn't speed me up or anything. It's just like on a 30-second cooldown, and then you just hit it, and then it does like this crazy swirly thing. That'd be pretty sweet. Whee. All right. Oh, why am I even bothering to loot these? I know what. These guys don't do anything. All right. This is it. You just did 10 stone in 10 minutes, now resorting to alts on different servers. Oh, that's pretty fast. Sheesh. I'm a slug compared to some of you guys. All right, what do we get? Squats, baby. Yeah, if the goblins are up long enough, they start spawning cows. I barely see that though. Okay, so no luck for me, but I haven't gone through all my alts, so I'll try to cover this in Freehold tomorrow, I guess. That's the plan. We'll see how this works out. So, woo! So off I go. I'm gonna be heading out, and well, today's gonna be fun. So you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys for the next thing, and until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, stay breezy.